Yo, what's up, everybody? It is the Get Back. It's Lewis, it's Daniel, it's Jess, and we are here to record our AFC East division preview and review and fucking record predictions for the AFC East. We're going from worst to first, talking about these teams, talking about what they did in the draft, what they did last season, and how they improved, and then we're going to predict their records for this upcoming 2026 to 2027 NFL season. And let's get right into it because the fucking bug is around. We're not feeling well, but we're going to fucking power through, and I'm going to carry like LeBron James in that 07 final. So let's get right the fuck into it. As we know, the AFC East is a division where Jess and Daniel have a lot of stake in the division because their favorite team is the New York Jets.
It's
and
the worst
look
team.
who that is. We're going to talk about, we're going worst to first, and the worst team in the AFC East, unfortunately, was the New York Jets with the record of 3-14. Does anybody want to kick us off here with any open
No.
statement?
Listen. I'll say this. In terms of the review for them last year, shit, bad, awful, disgusting, terrible. Need I say more? Moving on.
Jess, you got anything?
Didn't we predict that they would win like 5 games or 7 games or some shit like that? I forgot what, but it wasn't
5 or 6.
promising.
Well, that was before free agency and the draft and all that, and the coaching carousel and all that. So maybe our thoughts are different. Maybe our thoughts are our mood has changed. Maybe we had a change of heart with this team. Maybe they did some good. And you know what? To be fair to them, they did some good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had a really good draft. They drafted David Bailey, which I thought was the consensus number 2 overall pick. They drafted
Kenyon Sadiq.
Kenyon Sadiq, which I think can be such a great prospect to have the ball to play with. I think stealing Amari Cooper from the Buffalo Bills was a highlight of that draft night for me. Trading up to get Amari Cooper and get a legit number 2 or 3 receiver. Amari Cooper was great. And then look, they re-signed Breece Hall. They traded for Trevontae Sweat. You still have Will McDonald. You signed Mario Davis. You brought in some help on the back end with Mika Fitzpatrick. So they re-signed. They gave Joe Tippmann an extension.
We're getting there.
Not bad.
We're getting there.
It's on paper, it's a really good free agency and draft. Darren Moohey did his job. I feel like, and they traded for a quarterback. It's
not the one we've been clamoring about.
It's not the one we're claiming for, but yeah. They traded for Geno Smith, who, off the field hasn't been doing great as of late. But, when you look at his offense, right, you have Breece Hall.
Wait, what did he do the other day? I forgot.
So
just had some baby mama drama.
He got in trouble.
We
had baby mama drama, and then he got caught speeding. He was doing... Let's see if I can find the story real quick.
Jess, can you turn off whatever's in your background?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Where is it? He was doing 70 in a 45.
Oh, okay then. That's reckless.
And he got pulled over and could not produce his license.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well.
Not great times. Gino, I want to make sure, a few weeks ago, the traffic violations, not misdemeanors, 0 citations, $400 fines.
Wow. Okay.
He got a speeding ticket.
Well, damn. That's a way to fucking continue your off season if you're Geno Smith.
And baby mama drama.
Which
is always fun.
Right? But, just looking at this roster, right, overall, what this depth chart could look like, I'm not trying to be, like, facetious or trying to, like, gas it up. If you just, like, don't look at Geno Smith, these skill positions are fantastic. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Kenyon Sadiq. You also have Adonai Mitchell. You also have Omar Cooper. You have a really good, solid O-line. two great young tackles, and the interior defensive line, offensive line, you kind of beefed up. And then on the defensive line, you got David Bailey, Will McDonald as your pass rushers, right? Demario Davis, Jamin Sherwood as a good back-end linebackers, right? Minkah Fitzpatrick in the back end still has a lot of good football left in him. D'Angelo Pons, Brandon Stevens. You have Andre Sisco, Nashawn Wright. There's some guys here who are good football players. Malachi Moore also as a safety, right? You got a lot of good pieces here. I like what the Jets did. They brought in high-skilled young football players. So I think, if we could just put it together. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. Maybe a year after that. This is a good building block into something. Now, if they exceed expectations this year, then they do that. But look,
I'm so sick
this
of building
offense,
blocks.
if they could get in a better quarterback than Geno, the sky's the limit. Let me tell you, this offense is good. Jess, what do you think?
I don't have much. You really trust Geno Smith? Like, what do we?
I know. Hey, I said look at everybody but Geno. I said cover his name like that. Cover his name. Don't look at him. Just fucking take away Geno. If you just look at everybody else, it's actually not that bad.
I mean, okay, he'll be a better improvement than what we had last year than over Justin Fields.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, that's yes.
I mean, Daniel's right. They had a decent draft, and I'm tired of having hope.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it boils down to, right? Just it's gonna be another year for the Jets.
I mean, you can only hope that they don't make half the mistakes they made last year and that they look competitive. That's the most I can hope for them.
And you know what? Your concerns come from Geno Smith. That's fine. I'm more concerned about our head coach and if Aaron Glenn's going to.
Oh yeah,
Because I need to see a much improved coaching development, anything from him and his staff.
Yeah.
Because there's still coaching candidates out there that if Aaron Glenn has a 3-win season again, just get rid of the guy.
I think he gets another season.
No.
If
Sean McDermott and Mike Tomlin are still on the chessboard, why the fuck are we not picking them up?
That is true. I agree.
And that's not even counting who's going to get fired
The
this
owner's
year.
a dumbass.
That is also true.
But
Absolute
it's
dumbass.
such a big
At that.
upgrade if you can get any one of those guys that we just mentioned. If Minnesota doesn't want to keep Kevin O'Connell,
Oh yeah, why wouldn't they want to keep him?
I don't know. Because of
They have a bad
controversy
year,
with
don't
number
make the playoffs.
9 and all that shit.
I think they may hold on to him for another year or two.
Yeah, he's super young, so I wouldn't. But you never know.
In Jess's Wonderland, if a certain Kyle were to leave the Bay
Well, that's
Area,
never gonna happen. That's a pipe dream. That's a.
But
pipe
boy,
dream.
is
That's
it!
never
But
gonna
boy,
happen.
when it comes to the Jets,
Well, we'll
that's
see what
all you
happens.
have to have
Soon.
is dreams, because you ain't got hope. Right. All right. So let's forgo
What's the
what they
schedule?
did last year. Let's talk about what is their schedule.
What's their schedule?
Now, guys, I'm gonna pull something up here. It's a schedule predictor. So here we go. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys here, so you guys can see on your end as well. I'm gonna pull it up right here. It's the schedule predictor. This is on NFLPerryPick'em.com. And they have like a record prediction thing for their season. So we're gonna use this to kind of calculate and keep track of
That's
what
good.
we have.
I like that.
So there we go. Right. So let's try to come to a consensus on most of these picks. And let's see. Right. So here we go. The New York Jets 2026-2027 NFL record prediction. We're starting in week 1 against the Titans.
They'll win because they play well in week 1, then fall off a cliff.
I would concur. Jess?
I'm sorry, say that again because you bleeped out.
What do you
Like it
think?
froze on my
Do you
end.
got the week 1 Jets versus Titans? What do you got?
Oh, where are they? They're here, right?
Yes. They are. I think
I
they're
say we
going to
win.
Tennessee. I think they're at Tennessee because I think
Oh,
Green
no,
Bay.
if they're
at
going to
Jets,
Tennessee, then they're gonna
Yeah,
lose.
they're at Tennessee.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna lose.
What? You think they're gonna? No, I think they're gonna win. No. Have a little more faith. Week 1, they looked really good against the Steelers.
They play well in week 1,
That's
then
true.
then they just absolutely die.
Then fine, I'll say they'll win.
Fair enough. All right, Green Bay versus the Jets.
Loss.
All right. Week 3, Lions versus the
Loss.
Jets. Okay.
Loss.
Week 4, Bears.
Loss.
Loss.
All right. Week 5, Browns
they'll
versus
beat
the
the
Jets.
Browns.
Win because Milo Garrett's not there anymore.
All right. Week 6
Yeah,
against the
yeah.
Patriots.
Loss.
Week 7 against Miami.
Split. Give them
Win.
the win here.
Week 8 against the Las Vegas Raiders.
If
gonna be a
Mendoza
shit
start,
show.
if Mendoza starting, lose. If Cousins starting, win.
So who do we think?
That's my prediction. Week 8.
I think it will still be Kurt.
I think it will still be Kurt
Yeah.
too.
So what do you think?
Loss.
Ooh.
No, win.
Oh.
I say win.
saying
I think if Kurt's starting, they win. If Mendoza's starting, they lose.
Well,
I'm gonna
Lewis
go.
is saying if he's
I'm gonna go loss.
He'll
for the
still be
Jets
playing
here.
week
So
8.
I'm gonna go loss.
So I'm going win.
All right.
So I have an opposite.
Week 9 against the Chiefs.
Loss.
Week 10 against the Bills.
Loss.
Week 11 against the Chargers.
Win. No, loss.
Oh.
Loss.
Ooh.
Loss.
Week number 12 against Miami. You said
Loss 'cause
did we
they
say
won.
the
They won.
split? Yeah.
They're split, so they lose this one.
Bye week 13. Yay, no misery. Week 14 against the Broncos.
loss.
Week 15 against the Cardinals.
They'll find a way to lose.
I was gonna say they win.
I think they could win
Lewis,
too.
you decide.
I think they could win.
Okay.
I'll give them that. Week 16 against this is a loss.
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 Vikings in week 17.
Loss.
What do we got?
Loss. And the Bills
And loss.
loss.
All right, so 4-13. Aaron Glenn's getting fired again. Is that what we're going?
I have-
Consensus coming down. To?
I have 5-12. I have one extra win. I've hoped for a 5-win season.
Does Aaron Glenn get fired?
Yes. He bet. Listen. It's not if, it's he better. If they win 4 or 5 games, he better get fired. That's what I'll say.
Well, there we go. We got 4-13. Hey, back to square one.
High draft pick. Listen, a high draft pick.
Yep.
Drafting a quarterback. Some way, somehow, we're drafting a quarterback in the first round. Or we're trading for one.
Yeah. Also, speaking of a team that could, potentially use a quarterback of the future, we have the Miami Dolphins, who were third in the AFC East and somehow got worse.
Who's even on this team anymore?
That's a
mean,
great question.
who's even
Malik
here?
Willis, Devon Achane, Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Awa. Oh, wow. Greg Dulcich. Oh, wow. This whole line. It's tough. Chop Robinson, Jordan Brooks, Willie Gay Jr., who are their Storm Duck? Oh my god. Yeah, this team's dog shit. It doesn't really matter what they did. I'm gonna keep it a sec. This might be two of the teams where we just don't give a fuck about what they did. Right? With the Jets, they had a really good offseason. But do we really care
Miami
about Caden Proctor, Chris Johnson, Jacob Rodriguez? I get it, they're cool. But they're gonna lose a lot of games. Let's stop.
And
with
they
the
hired
bullshit.
they hired a weird head coach. What's his name?
Jeff something, I believe. Already forgot his name, which is crazy. Oh, man.
Jeff Halfley.
Jeff Halfley, yeah. Let's
I
just
mean, look,
let's just play the game.
I mean, look. Miami had a team. They had Mike McDaniels. They had Tua. They had Tyreek. They tried. Wasn't good enough.
No, it was not. And, it sucks that had to come to an end because Tua just was shit. But let's just get into their schedule because there's no point in talking to this team. Let's just keep it a beat. The two teams after we're going to talk about this are very interested in talking about, which is somebody on my shirt, if you look closely. So here we go. It is the Miami Dolphins 2026 to 2027 record prediction. We're starting off week 1 against the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm giving them a loss, yeah.
A loss.
Week 2 against the 49ers.
A loss.
Week 3 against the Chiefs.
Lose.
Week 4 against the Vikings. Week 5 against the Bengals.
Lose.
Week 6 bye week. They
Lose.
cannot
The
lose on a
Jets,
bye
We
week.
win.
Jets. Oh, they lose.
We're
splitting.
Splitting.
So
They're
we already
splitting.
said the Jets won for this one.
Okay, so they would have to lose. Okay. Week 8.
Loss.
Yeah, they're losing.
Loss.
Lions, they're
Loss.
losing. Colts, are they
Loss.
losing?
Loss.
Bills,
Yeah.
they're
Wait,
losing.
They're gonna go 0-17.
Win.
No, they're gonna get a win
No,
against
no,
the
no,
Jets.
They'll beat the Jets. They'll beat the Jets.
Broncos
the
are
Jets will be their
winning.
one win.
Bears are winning.
Yeah.
Packers
Yeah.
are winning. I mean, wow. First off, can we just say the schedule's hard as fuck?
Yeah.
Yo,
I was
this
gonna say
is
that
a
too.
tough ass fucking schedule.
There's not
Oh,
even a
no,
maybe
good.
game.
It's good. It's good. Someone else besides the Jets got the terrible schedule.
Holy fuck.
Good. I hope they get a terrible schedule. It's about
There's
time
not
someone
even a
else gets
maybe
one.
game. There's not even like, maybe they could put. There's no. Just lose.
There's
everything.
literally no game where I'm like, maybe the win, maybe week 1, maybe, and that's a stretch on a maybe. Oh wow. You know what? They're going 0-17. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know, with consistency, all right, we'll keep it. Fuck it, fine. All right, but 1-16.
You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? The Jets are making improvements. We're not the worst team in the AFC East.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's an improvement.
There's somehow a team that's going to be worse than us.
Yeah.
You know what?
Good.
So happy it's
Good.
Miami. So happy it's Miami too.
Yeah.
The fact that it's Miami makes me even happier.
They
Fuck that team.
They deserve pain.
They deserve pain and misery. Fuck
Alright.
that Dolphin.
Well, speaking of another team in this division that may deserve pain and misery because we are Jets fans here today. The second place team in the AFC East is a team that we are a fan of one player because he's great. He's 6'6", can throw the ball far and looks good in shorts and has a hot wife. And is a new father. It's Josh
New
Allen and
father.
the Buffalo Bills. Second in the AFC East with a record of 12-5, really good. Let's just look at last year and how they played. This is finally the first time where we could look at their season last year and be like, wow, they actually did something. They were started out 4-0. By week 9, they were 6-2, and they were just a really good team throughout the entire time. Like it just was what it was. They're just a really good team. James Cook.
But then here was the thing.
Josh Allen
Go ahead.
cooked. They beat good teams. They beat bad teams. They beat teams they were supposed to beat. Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? I agree with everything you were saying. I agree that they were a really, really good team. They have really good wins here. You know, they beat Kansas City. They beat Baltimore early in what was a great Week 1 game.
Beat Cincinnati in that crazy game as well.
Beat Cincinnati in that crazy
Beat
game
New
as well.
England as well.
Beat New England. But then, like, you look at some of these games, and it's like Atlanta. How are you losing to Atlanta? How are you losing 30-13 to Miami?
That's
How are
crazy.
you losing to Houston when Houston was a wreck at that point? And, like, even some of their wins, like, you beat Cleveland by 3. Okay, you know, you destroyed Pittsburgh. That's cool. You lost to New England by 3. You beat Miami by 10 early on. It's like some of these wins are just
A little cupcake?
Some of it, like
A little cupcake? Mini cupcake.
a little cupcake, but then some of these losses are just also weird too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are you losing to Miami? And then it's the fact that, Allen had nobody to throw the ball to, was basically the James Cook show, and the Allen show half the time running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If James Cook didn't have the season that he had, there's probably more losses on their schedule, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I
mean,
look,
you look
I'm
at
not
some of
gonna
his rushing totals: 132, 108, 117, 216, 114, 116, 144, 107, 107. And also that doesn't take into his receiving stats either, which is crazy.
Yeah, this defense was not good. Like, it had moments, but it was not a consistent defense at all. And I'm not gonna say they got exposed in the game against Denver, because that Denver game could have went a completely different direction. But that defense was a Super Bowl defense.
Yeah.
Was the offense a Super Bowl offense?
And let's talk about that game against Jacksonville too. That was a tough ass game for them.
It was not easy.
That was not easy at all.
I get there's no easy games in the NFL, sure. But when you have the expectation, and this is what I said mid-season, right? This is when we had the whole Sean McDermott debate. When you have the expectation to be a Super Bowl caliber team, and you're losing games to Houston, you're losing games to Miami, and you're not looking dominant during the regular season, if you don't perform in the playoffs, you don't make a Super Bowl, somebody's got to be held accountable. And that was Sean McDermott.
Yeah. And then
so it's like
Joe Brady got elevated from offensive coordinator to head coach now. How's that relationship gonna be? Is he gonna be full of control of the offense now? What are we doing here with the coaching staff now? I really can't wait to see how they're gonna do it in these first couple games and how they're gonna really look.
Just what are your thoughts?
I assume it's gonna be the Josh Allen show.
I'm sorry. The Josh Allen show for what?
For the upcoming season for the Buffalo Bills.
What's your take on their team last year and their team this year?
Well, I am interested to see because they do have a different coach. But you know what? It's a little hard to... He has to fucking go to the Super Bowl this year.
I feel like we've been saying that every year for the last 3 years.
I know, but I really am ready to see him evolve into the next level. Aren't you? Fuck Buffalo, of course, but I feel like Josh Allen, you have to make the next step. You have to get out of the
Is there more that he could do?
AFC Championship. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But here's the thing, right?
They probably
was the year.
To the Super Bowl
Last year was their year. They had
no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow. You had Denver
and that's
as the
why
one
they really
seed
fired the coach, because this was a clear road for them, and they didn't make the push. So I don't know, but maybe, who knows? Maybe what if it's the coach that was holding them back? What if they fucking fly through the season? What if he just burns through people?
But let me tell you something. Then the guy who also lost on the coaching staff was there, Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator. You put him as the coach. He was also a part of that wreckage. He was also a part of that losing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, then yeah.
So are we really? How are we really cured? You know what I'm saying? Is it like you took out a benign tumor, but the cancer's still there? You know what I'm saying? Is it something like that?
I think it's either going to be their greatest mistake or their biggest success. Is what happened after Sean McDermott, because
or they can just be. This could just be a mid-year for them, a bridge until maybe they find.
It can't be a bridge.
This is not a bridge. I disagree, but it could.
You have to finish first in this division. You have to win this division.
You have to make playoffs.
You have to make playoffs. You have to expectation is Super Bowl.
They will make the playoffs. They will make the playoffs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they probably actually do win the division. But I just don't think they're going to get out of the AFC Championship.
And as of right now, you got to play Lamar again in the playoffs.
Got to play Burrow.
Got to play Burrow, maybe. We'll see what happens there. But, you probably might have to play Kansas City. You got to play Denver again. That team's no slouch. New England's not going to be a slouch. The AFC is... Jacksonville's going to be there, too. Gave them a tough ride. So it's there's no team that's like really gonna give them a respite if they're all healthy.
That's true. And like
last year was their year.
and they did some upgrading, I guess, for their team too. Like on offense, they do now have DJ Moore, who is a clear number 1 wide receiver. In Chicago, it was a little bit
Ooh,
wonky.
Josh Allen can throw football to somebody.
But
Yay,
let me
we
tell
improved our team.
but let me tell you something. If DJ Moore was cooking and had 1,300 yards with Justin Fields, I think he could probably do some work with Josh Allen. And also because the weapons right next to him aren't as good as him. Right? In Chicago, you had a multitude of guys who could do the same thing, if not better. Right? So it's one of those things where, and the defense is kind of the same, maybe a little worse.
And that's what scares me. That's what, like, okay, you get DJ Moore, cool. Joe Brady is the offensive mind. Your offense wasn't really the problem last year. Your defense sucked. Your defense was bad. Like that to me was your biggest worry.
They were more clutch than good.
They were more clutch than good, and like that's cool. That's fun. Greg Rousseau is cool. Ed Oliver is cool on the D line. Who are your corners?
Christian Benford is good. He's just not well known. Gardner Johnson on defense is cool, but he'll be there for like 8 games and then you cut him for some reason. I don't know what's up with his career. He's weird. He's a weird case to study. Maxwell Hairston's good, but he's a smaller corner, fast. But Bradley Chubb, Terrell Bernard is decent. Had a good year last year.
Look, we'll get to their schedule. I think they'll have a really good year. They're Buffalo. They'll be fine. I think they're opening up the new stadium this year too, so they're going to be playing really well at home. Josh Allen's going to do his thing if he's healthy. But I won't be surprised if they crash and burn again. And they would ask it on themselves again. Even when they had a legit number 1 wide receiver, when they had Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen together, they couldn't get over that hump. Is Stephon Diggs worse than DJ Moore?
At that time, no. Stephon Diggs was way better. But the question was, well, they just run into the wall of Mahomes? And yeah. Yeah. A couple of games they probably could have won if it was another quarterback under center.
But just would say it wasn't.
No, it was the greatest biracial quarterback of all time. Right, Jess? Right. All right. Let's continue. Let's get it.
Oh, I was muted. I didn't realize. I said, yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, speaking of predicting their schedule, let's get into it. It's the 2026-2027 record prediction for the Buffalo Bills. We start week 1.
Oh my God, this schedule is so winnable for them.
Against the Houston Texans.
They can win that.
They'll win.
I think they could win that as well. Week 2 against the Detroit Lions. Whew! Starting
Where
out
are they?
hot. I believe they're home.
They can win that.
I will double check that real quick.
Double
'cause that
check.
is
Double
a
check
very
for
good
me.
point.
Double check. Schedule. They are home.
They are
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, they can win that. They can definitely beat the Chargers.
I think that they can
I'm
win
gonna say-
against the Lions.
I'm feeling a loss here.
I can see that. I
Chargers?
can see. No.
No,
We're
the
still on week
Lions.
2.
Oh, the Lions.
I can see. I'm 50-50. I'm very 6-7 right now. I don't know
Oh,
what to
this
do.
is a Thursday game.
I think they can win.
That's a short week. Your home opener's on a Thursday. That's bad scheduling.
You know
That's
what?
bad. NFL, what are we doing?
This is their home opener. They may have a little bit more juice. I'm giving them a win. Giving them a win.
Home opener, prime, new stadium. Sure,
All right.
I give them the win.
All right. Week 3 against the Chargers.
They'll beat them.
I think they can beat the Chargers as well. Week 4 against the Patriots. They're splitting, right?
They're splitting the Patriots.
They'll split. So you want to give them a loss here or loss
We'll
later?
start 4-0. We'll give them 4-0.
Start 4-0.
4-0
Week 5
back to
against
high.
the Rams.
Loss.
Where are
Yeah.
they?
They're
Yeah,
going into
they're in
LA.
LA.
They can lose, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win. But I'll put them at the loss.
I don't know, Jim.
The
Well,
Rams may never lose again.
that's what you guys keep saying.
They have a nuclear weapon they are building right now.
You get out of the camera's face.
Aaron Donald's coming back, Jess. They may never lose again.
You
It
just
may be
stop.
wraps.
It may be wraps for the league. All right, week 6 against the Raiders. They're beating the Raiders.
Loss. I'm kidding.
Week 7 bye week. They can't lose the bye week.
Watch
Week
me
8.
be right.
Week 8 against the Baltimore Ravens.
I feel like it
Ra-
depends on how the Baltimore Ravens are doing at this point.
I think the Ravens avenged a loss from last year.
Regular
Although,
season,
yeah,
I can give Ravens. Regular season, I'll give Ravens here. Week number 9 against the Minnesota Vikings.
They can win.
Yeah,
They'll win.
I agree as well. Week 10 against the Jets.
Oh, they'll win.
Week 11 against Miami. All right.
They'll
Week
win.
12 against the Chiefs.
They
they've
can
gone
win.
over the Mahomes hump. They'll win.
They beat them during the season.
They
so
did, but
that's the only time they
was-
can beat them.
Yes.
All right. Week 13 against the Patriots. The Patriots are going to split. You're going to give them the loss here. Week 14 against the Packers. Damn,
At
this schedule's
Green
hard
Bay.
as fuck. God damn.
At Green Bay.
If they're at
is
Green Bay,
tough.
then they can lose.
You know what? Jordan Love classic game because why the fuck not? Week 15 against the Chicago Bears.
Mm.
Is
win.
right. I think they could win, but it is week 15. Well, Buffalo's
Mm.
also cold as fuck, so I don't think the cold really matters.
But
so
they're indoors now. Their stadium's indoors.
I'm giving them the win. Fuck it. Weather don't matter. They're the better team, I think. Fuck Iceman. We got Nice Man. Josh Allen. I'm going win there, so don't know.
I'll say they'll beat the Bears, lose to Denver, or vice versa.
I think they could lose to Denver too. That's a tough matchup in week 16. Jess, what do you think? What do you
You could say
leaning?
that they lost.
Yeah.
I'm saying listen, it's either lose Chicago or lose to Denver. That's my opinion.
And then they'll obviously beat the Dolphins and Jets. Like this is not even close.
12-5.
12
Same
5,
record.
same record they had last year.
Same team last.
Loss.
This team was given 12-5.
They cooked in the early portion of the season, only losing 2 games, and then you lose to the Packers and then the Patriots. If this were to happen in real life, we'd be talking about them being like, "Oh, are they gonna limp into the playoffs? Are they even gonna win a playoff game?" That would be the
They'll
rhetoric.
be. They're gonna be first wild card playing on the road to Jacksonville again. It's gonna be great.
Fair enough. That would be hilarious how history just continues to repeat. Well, now let's move on to the first team in
Fuck them.
the division of the AFC
Fuck
East.
this team.
Fuck this
Fuck this
team.
team.
Fuck New England. Fuck Drake May, even though I got the shirt on. Check it out. Because God forbid a white boy get a little motion. Okay? God forbid. Okay? Shout out to Drake May with the Dewey on. Shout out to AI Pictures. It's great. But right now, the New England Patriots were the best team in the AFC East at 14-3 last year. First year under Mike Vrabel. You brought in Stephon Diggs. And you had a very favorable is not even the word. Cupcake is the word. Their schedule last year was very cupcake. The first 3 games, Las Vegas, Miami, Pittsburgh. Then you played Carolina. Then you had New Orleans, Tennessee, Cleveland, Atlanta, New York Jets. You had
Nice.
Miami twice, Jets twice. You had Tampa. And let's face it, you didn't beat these teams by a lot. But you were 14-3. You know what? That was the whole rhetoric. Is Drake May really as good as he is? Is this team really good as he is? Because their schedule is so easy, right?
And then their playoff schedule was even easier.
Whoa, you want to talk about it? Let's get into it. So you played the Chargers in the wild card. And, you beat them 16-3. The defense really held strong in that matchup. Nothing really doing.
And Drake May did not play good. Neither did Justin Herbert, but what else is new?
Then you beat Houston in the divisional. 28-16.
Houston.
The score does not reflect what the fuck was happening in that game.
Yeah. CJ Stroud was terrible. Like, terrible.
Yeah.
Like, god-awful.
Like, bad.
Drake May was bad.
Yeah. It was not a great game. But the defense of the Patriots was able to withstand the defense of the Houston Texans. And then you face Denver on the road without Bo Nix. And you beat them 10-7.
The terrible game that was.
It was an awful game. We were live for that game. Disgusting.
Yep.
That I was. Fucking gross. I'm never getting that fucking 2.5 hours back. And then in the Super Bowl, you make the Super Bowl. Fire. A lot of teams would love to make a Super Bowl, right? Especially with the schedule that they had and kind of the easy road that they had to face to get here, right?
Jess was on your side. Jess wanted you guys to win.
Yeah, at first, Jess was like, you know what? The Patriots winning, right? And then she came to her senses, and we all picked Seattle, obviously, because
I told
fuck
you
the
I had
Patriots.
I went through a brief moment of insanity. I told you guys that, and I admitted that.
Yes, you did.
I said, guys, I kind of snapped
Yes.
last
And
week.
you know
I don't
what?
What happened to me?
That was the
I
first.
don't think I was feeling well.
That is the first thing on the road to recovery, is admitting you have the issue. So good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And we all picked Seattle to win. And Seattle fucking dusted them. 29-13. Roll them in the blunt. Smoke them. Make them CBD gummies. We going to sleep. And yeah, but overall, if we're just looking at the totality of the season, great season. Right, making the Super Bowl with Drake May and not that great of an offense when you think about it, and the defense just kind of being a ragtag group of guys, and Mike Vrabel's first year as head coach. Pretty good. The offseason was kind of clouded by your head coach doing some not so
illicit things.
Some not so what do you call it? Not so
Some dumb shit that adults do.
Not some marriage vow type of things, okay? Not for better or for worse type of things, if you ask me. He was doing some debauchery, a little bit cheating, with Diana Rossini. So that took up the majority of the offseason, right? A lot of, I felt like every day was a new hit. Bang, 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 bang. Them on a boat. Them over here. Them over there. Them kissing in the car. They're sharing playlists. They're in a bar making out. Like, I feel like every fucking day was something different. But, in the draft, they got Caleb Lomu. They got some other guys that I'm going to keep it sack. I have no fucking idea what their names are, and I won't know until they play good. But they also did something really big. They traded for A.J. Brown, a disgruntled receiver from the Philadelphia Eagles. Good receiver. The number one receiver in Philly. And they got him over to the Patriots after was like a 2 to 3 month saga of them being like, well, we're in connections. And then finally Philly pulled the trigger and was able to send him over there. So, all things considered, they got the defense is still really good. They just got better in the receiving core with Romeo Doubs and A.J. Brown. They addressed that issue. Signed Elijah Vera Tucker from the Jets. Right? Still have Micah Onwenu. Morgan Moses at the right tackle. Their O-line's still going to be decent. Drake May is still going to continue to take leaps forward. I think they're going to be okay. Still. Because they were great last year. But then they improved their roster. Now they're better. So we would think that they won't have the same season that they had last year, obviously. It's hard to go back-to-back 14-win seasons. but they'll still be good. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think they have a much improved team this year than compared to last year. Their schedule is going to be interesting because I think obviously they're now going to face tougher competition because they had a better record. So we'll see how this team really looks and how good Drake May really is, legitimately, because now he's really going to face some really good competition this year. And yeah, like I don't know how good they really are just because when they were in a critical game, and the only critical game they played in was the Super Bowl, right? That was their highest competition they played basically for a long time all year. They got destroyed. And yeah, this team is better on paper. Yeah, this team could work better, another year under Mike Vrabel. This defense is still really good and really young. But I think I need to see it. I need to see more. I need to see it be better. And against like real competition in the regular season, that's where it's going to be determining for me how good they really are. Because Drake May is still, the book to me is still open. Like that book is still, we don't know yet if he's really the guy. He's really the quarterback that people think and say that he is. So I think this will be a big year for him to determine that. And for Mike Vrabel as well. Because you have to figure, because now you have like a legit team. You got to figure this out now. Is Drake May going to be, is he Brock Purdy or is he Matthew Stafford?
I think he's closer to Matthew than Brock. I think he's way better than Brock.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We got to see like what.
And he had a way better year than Brock Purdy's ever had, and with less.
But he also didn't have the expectation and the competition that Brock Purdy's had to face.
That is true, especially with the expectation part.
That's my thing, is the expectation and the competition. Brock Purdy has been like I hate Brock Purdy, but the guy's been there, doesn't he? He's beaten good teams. He's lost to bad teams. He's beaten good teams. Drake May is really only beaten teams that have an asterisk next to them or that are bad. And it's a legit team that he faced, Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl. He did not look good. He did not perform. He did not play well. Kind of what Brock did. So, but he also could put up numbers. He's also a very, very good number quarterback. So we'll see what he really is, I feel like, this year.
Yeah. Jess, anything else to say before we get into the record prediction?
I don't think they'll be terrible, but there's a chance they may be right above mid.
Whoa.
Like, I don't think they, like, I don't want to say that they'll actually be good. I don't think they'll be terrible.
That painter to say.
That's
you
so
heard it.
funny. I don't want to say that they're.
I don't think they'll actually be good.
But, fair enough, right? So
I
now,
mean, they may come out flying. They may just show up and be like, yeah, we're definitely a playoff contender. And but I agree with everything that Dan. So they have a lot to prove this year.
Yeah. Well,
they may be right above mid.
Let's get into it. It's the 2026-2027 NFL schedule record prediction for the New England Patriots. We are starting off with a rematch of the Super Bowl last year. It is the Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
They may win. They may want their look back.
I'm giving Seattle the win here.
Seattle
Wait,
home
are they in
crowd.
Seattle?
They are in
Yeah.
Seattle.
Home crowd.
then
They're
they'll
raising the
probably
banner.
lose. Probably lose.
Yeah.
Then.
Week
I thought they
2
were at Boston.
against the Steelers. I think they get the win here.
Win.
They'll be Pittsburgh.
Sorry, Aaron. Sorry. Week 3 against Jacksonville. I could see a win. I can see a win, but I can also see a loss. I can also see a sneaky loss here. But I don't know.
It's a win.
I'm going to lean win. I'm 55-45
Oh,
right
fine.
now. I'm leaning.
I'll give them a win.
Every
I have to do
time we
149.
pick the Patriots to win, it takes like life points out of Daniel. Like, ooh. Week 4 against the Bills.
My HP is already so low. All right, I can only take so many hits here.
I think we said the Bills would win in week 4 here, so we're gonna take the Bills here to beat them.
Yeah.
We're gonna split. Week 5 against the Raiders. They're winning. It's
They're
not
winning.
even-
They can win. Yeah.
Week 6 against the Jets. They're
winning.
winning. Week 7 now against the Chicago Bears. What do we think?
This will be their first loss where it's like, weird.
Really?
This is a
I
game they
agree.
should win, but then they'll lose this game and be like, all right, that's a flag. That's their first warning flag right there.
You think the Iceman's gonna come up clutch?
In Chicago, I would say so.
You know what? I'm gonna buy that stock. I'm gonna buy that. There you go, Jess. What do we think
For the Bears.
for the
Yeah.
Bears?
I think they could win, but I honestly think that Caleb Williams may pull something.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna give them a
Also,
loss.
I'm just gonna give them the wins for Miami. Let's not even sugarcoat shit, and also the wins against the Jets. Let's not sugarcoat it. Week 9 against the Packers.
They'll beat Green Bay.
Where?
They're at home.
They're in New England.
Oh yeah, they'll beat them.
Week 10 against the Lions.
This is their second loss, where it's the warning flags go up for me.
I think that they could beat the Lions.
So do I.
I'm gonna give them the win here, but I could see a loss too. I'm not very definitive on, you know. Week 12 against the Chargers. I'm gonna give
They'll
them,
beat 'em.
I'm gonna give them the win here. Week 13, obviously they're gonna get the win here because we gave them the loss in week 4. Week 14 against the Vikings.
They'll beat them.
They can win.
Week 15 against the Chiefs.
I think it depends on how the Chiefs are doing.
I knew
Chiefs
Jess
are
would
just
come
mid.
through. Yes, Jess. Pick the Chiefs. Pick the Chiefs.
I'm not picking the Chiefs. I'm gonna
Oh.
go on the side of caution that
You
Chiefs
know what?
are gonna be just above mid 2. This is almost
Mm.
like anyone can win.
You know
But
what?
I'll give it to the Patriots.
Fuck it, bro. I'm picking the Chiefs, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it.
I'm
Oh,
picking
yeah, I
New
picked the
England.
Patriots.
Picking New England? All right, we'll go New England. Goddamn. All right, fair enough. All right, here we go. Next, we have Week 17 against the Broncos rematch of the AFC Championship game last year. Who we got?
They'll lose. But Bo Nix is healthy, they'll lose.
All right, 13-4. Guys, what are we thinking? Think this is a good schedule here?
It would say a lot.
Yeah.
It would prove something to me if they wrote the schedule. It would.
No, 13-4. That's like the more positive side, but but realistically speaking, they probably will lose probably like 3 or more games. Like,
You think 10-7?
they may have
That's
7
is a
losses.
bit more realistic.
That's my girl.
So what games would you think? You think
That's my girl.
maybe the Jacksonville game, maybe the
Fuck the
Lions
Patriots.
games.
She can't accept them being in first place. Listen,
think-
she's a Jet
I
fan.
think-
She can't accept them being in first place. So she's got to find losses. This is why.
Yes, I will find losses. They could probably lose against the Lions. They could probably lose against the Chiefs. And
I can see a Chief loss there.
they will
too.
have another random loss, and it could be like any team. Like they can have an upset. Like
I can see it. I can see Chargers. I can see Jacksonville.
You know what?
I would probably say they probably lose against the Chargers.
You know what?
I could see Minnesota.
You know what?
Minnesota
A
defense is very
Jets
good.
Week 16 win against the Patriots, I wouldn't mind.
Oh, I would be so up. We're gonna be so not. If we beat New England to fuck their season over on Week 16, I'm gonna be such a fucking obnoxious hipster. You have no idea.
All right, so from the way that we shaped it out, it looks to me that we're probably all going to have the same way that the division's going to play out. Let's just recite it one after another. Let's go from worst to first. Miami, Jets,
Jets,
Buffalo, New England.
New England.
Yay! Jazz hands.
Okay. So, all right. So how about this? Because we're all in agreement, right? And we're all assuming that Buffalo with 12 wins will make the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
right? A, do we think that New England goes back to the Super Bowl? Or B, does Buffalo goes to the Super Bowl? Or C, do neither of them go?
Neither of them.
Probably neither of them go.
Most likely neither of them.
Interesting.
Like, because it's hard to make a Super Bowl back-to-back years, and the Bills have not shown me anything that they can get to Super Bowl.
Yeah. At this point, it's like,
Now,
like the
could
boy
they?
who cried wolf, maybe.
They could.
So, okay. Now, follow-up question to that: who is the team that's going to beat them?
Someone. The Rams. I don't know. Someone.
Well, the Rams are in the NFC. So just speaking of AFC teams,
Someone AFC. I mean,
Broncos,
Baltimore,
probably,
Ravens,
Cincinnati,
the
Cincinnati.
Ravens.
Denver, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Houston, Pittsburgh.
No.
All those
now we're
teams.
scraping bottom of the barrel once we get there. No, thank you. I could see a Denver getting their redemption with Bo Nix. I could see possibly Chiefs if they face them round one. You know, maybe
Chargers as well are in that
Chargers
conversation.
Could be. You know what? I could see them playing Buffalo, and then they could lose to Buffalo, and then Buffalo loses in the next round, right? Like this is realistic. It could happen. I don't know, Jim. For me, you know, for me, I believe it's whoever you want to get destroyed by the Rams. But that's just neither here nor there. That's just how I feel about the topic.
Lewis. They're building a nuclear weapon.
We got to get NATO involved. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. They can't be getting away with this. They can't. How? It should have been me, not him. It should have been me.
It should have been the Jets,
It
not
should've been
them.
the Jets, not them. Should have been the Jets. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us. And in the AFC East division review and predictions for next season.